I'm like in the best mood ever. Middle child is finished. I got my book proof. I'm going to be editing my book today. I was going to stay up. I didn't realize it delivered yesterday, so I was going to stay up till like 4 a.m. because I was so excited. The Lord was like, girl, go to sleep. So let me tell you about Middle Child. I'm so proud of this project. So let me tell you what I'm talking about in Middle Child. I wanted to write something that discusses anxiety and depression. And I'm pretty much talking about how you can confront it. So I used to struggle with anxiety and depression since I was 12. So I'm pretty much breaking down in this book how you can confront it, how you can maneuver with it, and how you can maneuver with your life. Maneuver. So, sorry, I'm like super hyped. So anxiety and depression, I feel like, or any type of emotional imbalance that you have, I feel like is not really talked about as much because people view you as weak. There's like a stigma associated with any type of mental wholeness or emotional wellness needs because people are like, oh, you got to toughen up. Oh. But the thing with your mental well-being, when you have an imbalance, when you are under attack, you are being attacked by something that you can't see. When you're sick, you got a stomach ache, you got a headache, you can identify the pain. But there's things in your life, you don't know why you can't get out the bed. You don't know why you have a feeling of heaviness. You don't know why you want to self-harm. These dark heaviness vibes, you don't know where it comes from, especially if you develop these young. So I pretty much wrote Middle Child, where we're going to break it down. And I'm pretty much what I did. So it has a theme. It has a concept. So I want Middle Child is to represent Fayetteville. I grew up in Fayetteville, North Carolina. So I felt like the best way with the theme for Fayetteville is to do something J. Cole coded. I feel like he's one of the best representations of Fayetteville. And the theme with anxiety and depression aligns with his own messaging in his music. So it's very J. Cole coded as a way to pay homage to Fayetteville. I'm very proud to be a part of Fayetteville or to be from Fayetteville because of Jermaine. So I wanted a way to pay homage. So that's the theme. It's like a J. Cole theme that I wrote a perspective on. Then there's the other theme where I wanted to write on how this happens. How does anxiety happen? What is anxiety? What does it look like? How do you know you have anxiety? You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to write from that perspective. So I'm spilling the tea on the book because the devil should never mess with me. So let me tell you, it's in the book. I wrote this all. It's all in the book. With anxiety and depression, it starts off with a lie. So the lie is the devil. So I actually created the character of the devil in the book as the lie. And I show through the different chapters in the book how when you don't confront the lie, how the lie will evolve. So there's 3 phases that I share in the book that the lie goes through. The lie always comes in your life uninvited, through grief, through trauma. It always walks in uninvited. The lie will come in like a foreign voice and say, nobody's going to ever love you. You could have something traumatic happen to you, and that lie, the devil always shows up in your most vulnerable time when your defenses are down, especially when you're a child. So this voice comes. It's the devil. I'm helping children identify the lie. So that's the first lie. The second phase of the lie tries to become your friend. So when you don't confront it, because you don't know, you're just thinking these are your own thoughts. You don't know where the vibes are coming from. So the lie's voice and the perspective change where it's no longer foreign. Now it's coming to you as a friend where it's kind of sowing doubt that sounds like wisdom. So you could want to try out for the basketball team. Well, you know, it's probably not good for you to do that. You're not really good at that. The self-doubt talk. I'm teaching you how to identify the lie and identify the voice, because when you don't confront it, it starts to evolve. That's what it did to me. The lie came to me when I was 12 and said, nobody's going to ever love you. When I was 12 years old, and it kept coming and it kept coming. I didn't know what it was, and it wasn't spooky. It was just a voice. you're not going to have a great life. You're going to have a second best rated life. Just this lie that came into my mind when I was young. Now that I know the information I know now, so what's in this book is what took me 14 years to learn with God. The information that I know now about the devil, anxiety, and the lie and the voice, what I should have done as I got older, because the lie traveled from 12 to 25. I just kicked anxiety, depression, I just kicked it in his teeth. I'm done with this. I'm no longer entertaining this. But what I did, I didn't confront the lie. I just ignored it. So I would have all these heavy thoughts. I would have these thoughts. I just thought it was a part of me, and I just ignored it. I thought everybody had them, I didn't know that it was the devil. I had no idea. I'm going to be honest. I didn't really know until I got sick, because the devil tormented me when I was sick. And then when I got healed and I tried to go back into working, the devil showed up as the thoughts again. I said, oh my God, this is the devil the whole time. So phase one, the lie comes in it comes in uninvited, a foreign voice, and it comes in when your defenses are down. The second phase it goes to, the lie tries to become your friend. Self-doubt talk that sounds like wisdom. That's not you. That's the devil. The third phase, the most dangerous phase, when you do not confront this lie, the most dangerous phase that happens is the lie becomes your voice. The lie will enmesh itself with you. You'll be so comfortable and made decisions based on these lies and this voice that it will become your own voice. You'll get to the place where you cannot discern between your own voice or if this is the devil. A lot of people ask me all the time, how do I know if this is God talking to me? If this is me, or if it's the devil? So when you don't confront this lie, this seed that was sown in your life young, it evolves. It'll get used to you. The lie will start to perform itself in your life. So I'm teaching kids how to confront the lie. That's what the book is about. And what I did, which I think is so cute, each chapter has a theme. And what I did with the chapters, each chapter has a theme, and you can see how the lie evolves through each chapter. So that's how I designed the book. Let me tell you something. Anxiety and depression, I'm so far removed from it. I kicked it in his teeth. I used to have anxiety. Well, I would have anxiety and depression. I would struggle with this when I was younger, to the point where I didn't want to get out the bed. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to have friends. I didn't want to socialize. I isolated myself. I stayed to myself. When I was like in my early 20s, I just started to go against whatever the lie was. I never confronted it. I never confronted. I just ignored it. When I turned 25, I just made a decision. I'm no longer going to be bound by this. And I left it alone. When I was writing this book, I am 37 years old now. I'm a 37-year-old queen, baddie queen. Writing this book, the devil showed up when I was writing this book. When I wrote this book, the devil took all of those thoughts and issues and emotional imbalances. He put them all on me as if I was 12 years old again. And the devil told me when I was writing this, he said, you are still bound by this. You can't help anyone. And because I'm so far removed from it, child, I forgot to do. I said, what do you do again when you have anxiety? I forgot. I said, what? It wasn't foreign, but it's like, I haven't struggled with this in a long time. I forgot what you have to do. So one thing I'll tell you about this devil, he don't never leave you alone. Whatever you have conquered in life, whatever you made a liar out of devil of, it's like he's going to try to come back to convince you you're still bound. AB, let me tell you, I started this because what happens when I finish one book, God gives me a concept for another book. So when I finished God Sees You, God gave me this insight. He said, I want you to do anxiety, depression on kids in Fayetteville. So I said, okay, I can do that. I'm thinking, oh yeah, put a couple scriptures together, baby, this book was warfare. I fought for 2 months for my mental wellness. This devil harassed me. I remember I would put my computer up, have my notes, right? God Sees You. I'm not even trying to be cocky. I wrote that straight from the dome. There was no outline. I just had a vibe. And I was like, oh, Lord, what should I do with this? God came through and spoke to me on how he wanted to write it. It was so fun writing God Sees You. I did have warfare with that. I had very, very bad headaches. I hate headaches. I have a strong pain tolerance. But I always say I draw the line with a headache. But I had very bad headaches doing that one. Middle child, I remember opening up my laptop and trying to work on it, and the screen would be blurred. I couldn't read the words. I couldn't comprehend it. I had to keep writing down. I was overanalyzing. I was overthinking it. My emotions were all over the place. I was crying out every 5 seconds. I said, what the heck is wrong with me? What is wrong? I don't understand. I said, I cannot wait to finish this book and get this over with. I struggled. There's one chapter in this book I don't even remember writing. That's how much torment I had. I had to keep writing the chapters out, and I kept going over it. I'm like, am I tripping? So as I was finishing middle child, I went to church. I go to church. I went to church, and God came to me at church. He said, with middle child, I want you to focus on this. He told me how to format it, what chapters to take out. And God said, your niche of ministry in Fayetteville, I want you to focus on suicide prevention. He said, your next book is going to be called Love Yours. And it's going to be a book on suicide prevention. And he was just telling me the warfare is intense because he doesn't want you to get this material out. So listen to me. Whatever God tell you to do, do it. Do it and build your spiritual capacity. Whatever you defeated the devil in. I think it's so funny how you can see everything. You can see my blender and my coconut water. Sorry. Whatever you made a liar out of the devil with, just know you're going to constantly have to make him a liar. So if your story is God healed me, he healed me of disease, you could be going strong for 20 years. That devil will try to come back while your defenses are down, while you're not thinking about it, while you're so far removed from it. And he'll try to put something on you to challenge the very thing that you believe, the foundation of your believing. If you struggled with fighting for your life, you had a couple suicide attempts and you're still here, the devil is always going to challenge that. So stay prayed up, stay under spiritual covering, go to church, build yourself up every single day, because the devil is challenged. He challenged me on this book. And I was so hyped when I got it last night. I was going to stay up, and God was like, Jamie, I'm pleased with the material. Please go to sleep. Edit it, submit it, and move on to the next thing. It's done. So I'm very proud of the book. So let me tell you something about this book. This book I'm giving away for free. I am having, starting in 2026, that's why I feel like I'm so all over the place. God has been breathing on my ministry. I'm trying to keep up with everything. 2026, I'm going to be doing something called Cloud Sessions with my kids. So this is the book that we're going to be working out of. I want to guide kids through the chapters with this book. And I will be doing cloud sessions on YouTube, going over the chapters and just giving you activities to do to provoke the heavens with this book. The devil showed up when I was writing it. So I said, you know what? I want to create a safe place for kids to work out this book, and I can kind of guide them with it. I purposely overpriced this one. Purposely overpriced this book because I'm giving it out for free. That's a contradiction, right? So for kids who are my kids who are in my cloud sessions are pretty much a cuter way to say Bible study. So my kids who are in my cloud sessions get the book for free. Anybody who wants this book, hit me up, you get it for free. I overpriced it online because I don't want teenagers to buy this, and I want somebody to help them and guide them with the book. So, I have mental health resources in the book and different disclaimers, but I just want to be able to guide you through the book and best practices. So, you can buy it on your own. It's going to be $20. I overpriced it, and it's also overpriced. I ain't gonna lie. I purposely put the most expensive paper because the devil messed with me. I have no shame about my story. I wanted my story to be cute. And I'm about to make a hardcover copy because I feel like the the cover of the book is not as thick as I want it to be. So this one is going to be a little bit more pricey, but if you do want the book, just hit me up and I'll ship it to you. I'll send it to you. No strings attached. You can have the book. Just make sure you do it with God. Make sure you, if you feel heaviness, or if you feel, that you're not being well, just reach out. Just hit me up. I got my contact information in the book, but I'm so proud of it. I'm glad that I finished it. I cannot wait to finish Love Yours. So I'm just so happy. Also in the book, my favorite chapters in the book, I have 2. Lost Ones. Get it? It's a J. Cole song, Lost Ones. So Lost Ones is about heartbreak. That's one of my favorite chapters. Lost Ones is one of my favorite ones. It talks about heartbreak, how to deal with that, how to maneuver through that. Believe it or not, a lot of people cannot handle heartbreak. So that's one of my favorite chapters. And my favorite chapter is Audio Hug. Audio Hug is my favorite. God actually just flashed how I'm going to do my cloud sessions. Do y'all realize? That sounds so condescending to say. What's so wild and trippy, as I work on stuff, he tells me the next thing I'm going to do. He just dropped how I'm going to do my cloud sessions. I was wondering how I was going to construct them. But nonetheless, Lost Ones and Audio Hug. Audio Hug is actually my favorite because I'm teaching children how to hear the voice of God. Actually, let me show you. I'm showing a book. Like, I'm giving this out for free, baby. This came with warfare. So I said, you know what? The devil pissed me off so bad. I'm giving this out. And I purposely made this book cute as a screw you to the devil. You thought I was going to have shame about my story? You thought I was going to have shame about some depression? Please, let me show you the book. So this is the book. Don't judge my table. It's the front and back. I wanted to give it composition book style. This picture, so I couldn't find any pictures of myself from like 12 or 13. I was trying to find the era of my life when I used to have panic attacks. So what I did, I just uploaded all these pictures from like high school, and they just AI created a face for me. So this is like Jamie-ish because it's a baby face with grown woman hair. But anyway, this is the book. This is what we're going to be working out of. It's a good resource tool. See, so we're going to talk about the lie walks in uninvited. That's phase 1. These are the chapters. The lie, meet Jesus, break down, lost ones, lights please, clouds. Those who get it, get it. I tell my story, how the lie came in uninvited. Now that I look back, this was actually fun to make. And then, let's see. Each book, everything that I write, I'm always going to have the salvation prayer in it. Breakdown is actually my favorite song by J. Cole. Yeah, I gotta edit this page. Okay, this is my favorite page. This is my favorite chapter. The lie tries to be your friend. This is Lost Ones. Lost Ones, talking about heartbreak, talking about crying. Okay, lights please. This one, I cannot wait to talk y'all head off. Documenting visitations. Let me tell you something. You know why I'm inspired? The lie becomes your friend. You know why I'm inspired to write these? Because everything that I talk about in these books, it came true. It's proven. Started my faith off, I was very insecure. I did not think that the Lord wanted to talk to me. So I used to write in this notebook. And when I tell you God would show up, so that's why I'm helping kids like provoke the heavens. God's going to come through. So which one is this? Oh, this is God's dream. No, wait. No, this is dreams. This is the chapter I don't even remember. Audio Hug. This is my favorite one. We're going to break this one down. This is what we did. Protect your audio from heaven. Writing down everything God tells you. It is then I forgot about let God down. Let me tell you, I am blessed to be able to do this. This is the book. This is how thick it is. Hold on. I am like so happy to be able to do this for God. So this is middle child. Let me tell you what's coming up next. as far as my books, I have like a lot of work ahead of me, but we have Middle Child. It's finished. We have Middle Child. We have Love Yours, which is focused on suicide prevention. Love Yours, talking about self-harm and all of that. That one's going to be given for free. Middle Child and Love Yours are kind of like a 2-for-1 free deal. These books will be given out for free. You can purchase them, and everything that you purchase is just going to support our cloud library. We're building a library too. I have a whole bunch of stuff I have to tell y'all. I have been sitting in silence every day because I cannot believe the doors that have opened up for me. But I'll tell you about cloud library in a day or so, before 2026, hopefully. Love Yours. I have not created the title for my book for children in hospital. So I'm designing I've already wrote the book. I wrote the book in the concept for children who are in the hospital with terminal illness or any type of sickness or preparing for surgery. I wrote this book that they can get themselves out the hospital and walk into total healing. I have that one. I don't have a name for it yet. And then the book I'm writing after that is about my personal health of being diagnosed with uterine sarcoma, how I handled that diagnosis. I walked around with that diagnosis and just different things I did, how I handled my, because I had no medical insurance when that went down too. I really think that's why they diagnosed me that crazy. That was like, yeah, just take her organs out. I didn't have no insurance. No. I had insurance. The insurance I had, because I was in real estate at the time, it was something from Marketplace. It was just trash insurance. Nonetheless, I'm pretty much writing a book on how to stand in faith, how to face your medical, what I did, with God, the doctors, the surgery, different procedures you can do, how God preserved fertility, why it was necessary for me to preserve fertility, herbs that I took. My diet is still trash. I'm going to talk about my diet too in the book. I don't have a title for that one yet. I want to call it NED Network, which is no evidence of disease, but it's just not flowing right now. So that book is not written yet. I just have the outline for it because I had to go back and get my medical reports. I've been through so much. Some of this stuff I forgot. I'm like, wait, what happened? Oh yeah, I forgot that happened. I had to call my homeboy right quick. Like, what happened again? So that book is coming out. And then I'm writing a book for young girls. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I had a meeting with one of my pastors. Oh my God, Teenie Church has an on-site pastor now. I just have so much stuff to tell y'all. But I had a meeting with one of my pastors and she was telling me what was going on. She was telling me the tea. So I'm like, what? I said, let me write me another book. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. I'm super hyped about Middle Child. I will be posting about it through my cloud sessions. I'm just super happy about it. I wanted to share it with you guys. The Teenie Church has a lot of things going on. We have 4 sites in motion. 4 sites, and I'm going to be honest, it's probably going to be a lot more as we get closer into 2026. My phone has been ringing off the hook with pastors and reverends who want to launch this concept, this ministry site. So it's gonna be good. So I'm very excited. I'm very blessed. Be cute. I'm gonna be posting a lot. All y'all gonna see me post is my church, honey. So talk to you later.